Hello everyone. So today we are talking about two topics, Llama and Ollama. So Llama is a large language model from Facebook and Ollama is an open source framework that we can use to run large language models like Llama and other large language models to run on our PC or on edge devices like Raspberry Pi. So today we will be seeing how to install Ollama, then how we download Llama on Ollama, and then uh, how to access uh, the Llama model using various interfaces like HTTP API. So that's the agenda for today. So let's start. So the first step is install the Ollama, and for installing the Ollama we need to visit this Ollama website ollama.com/download. There, as we can see, there are three versions of Ollama is available based on the operating system. So if we have Windows operating system, we can download the Windows version, that is executable file. And in case of Linux, we have this curl command that we can run on our Linux machine. It will download corresponding downloadables and install on the Linux machine. Similarly, on the Macs, there is corresponding installable for Mac OS. But if we are suppose using edge device like Raspberry Pi, so Raspbian that runs on the Raspberry Pi, that is Linux based, so we can install Linux version of Ollama on Raspbian. So that's the installation thing. Let's move on to next step. So once Ollama is installed, the next thing that we will do is we download the large language model. In this case, I will be downloading Llama model with 1 billion parameter. So the command would be Ollama run Llama 3.2 colon 1b, 1b denoting 1 billion parameters. So when I run this command first time, it will be downloading the model, and it will take some time, but once it is downloaded, when I run next time, it will be directly running the Llama model, and it will make that Llama model accessible through the interfaces. As you can see on the command line, that now model is downloaded, and as soon as the model is downloaded, what Ollama does is it runs the model, and after running it, it exposes the interfaces. The one interface is command line, and other interface available is through HTTP API. So let's try and run. Let's ask something from this Llama model. Let's ask what is Newton's third law of motion. Newton's third law of motion, answer in short. So now it can answer questions, as you can see here. Now let's move on to another interface. So there is another interface that you can use for in your day-to-day requirement, and that you can access through your web browser, and you have a plugin called Page Assist. So you just install that plugin through browser's extension. I have already installed, so just let's open that plugin. So Page Assist. So as you open this Page Assist, it will open in chatbot like interface where you can converse with the Llama model like a normal chatbot. So let's ask the same question: what is Newton's third law of motion? Answer in short. So this is the interface that is very easy and you can use in your day-to-day requirements. So now let's move on to another interface. So now let's talk about Ollama's HTTP API interface. So this is available at the port 11434, and as this Ollama is installed on my PC, so it will be localhost IP and /API/generate. So this is the URL of the API, and it accepts the request in the format of JSON and the key value format. So as you can see, these are the required key values. So you need to pass which model you want to use. In this case, Llama 3.2 1 billion. Stream, whether you want to stream the response or not, true or false, and then the prompt. So I'm asking the same question. Now you send it and you will get the response. So the good part of having HTTP API is that we can use this API through another application that we can build on top of Ollama. So here you can see the response that came from Llama model. Now let's access the same HTTP API through the Python code. So here you can see a sample Python code for accessing any HTTP URL. So we need to pass on same set of key value pairs, which model, whether you want to stream it or not, and what is the prompt, and you send it to the same URL. So once you call this Python code, it will access the same HTTP API. So now let's run the same code uh, and see. So now this Python code is calling HTTP API of the Ollama, and I am waiting for the response. Okay, so here is the response. So now using Python, there is another way for accessing the Ollama model, and that is through a framework called Langchain. So, uh, so using this sample code, you can pass on the query. So what you do in this is that you create a template. So template is a way to pass the instruction and the query dynamically. So what you do first is that you create a template, and then you need to mention again like other methods which LLM you want to use, and then that model is created. uh, you pass that model uh, the prompt, and then by passing the prompt to that model, what you get is called chain. And finally what you do, you invoke the chain by passing the instruction and this query dynamically. So now you are passing and asking a question, and question is again the same set of question, what is Newton's third law of motion, and you are passing it to the Llama model. So this is like another way of calling Ollama using Langchain framework. So again let's run that on the command line and see the output. So as you can see on the screen, so let's run that Python file, and it will call that same set of Ollama interface, and it will get the response. So let's wait for a moment. So here you can see the response from the. Thank you so much for watching the video till the end. If you like the video, you like it. If you have any suggestion, you can write in the comment. And if you like the topic, you can consider the subscribing the channel. Thank you so much for your time.